After working as a contract mechanical designer in the aerospace and defense industry, I recognized that a lot of companies were utilizing contract labor. It was at that point that I thought it would be a great idea to have a company that provided contract labor as well as provided engineering services at their facility as well. That company, Moseley Technical Services, was founded on September the 15th, 1994. And by the grace of God, we're still here 25 years later and doing well.
Because Carol and I started in an office in Hartselle. I don't know if anybody even knows that, but we had a non-compete with the company that we worked at before. And so we couldn't work within 30 miles of their office. So Jerry opened up an office for us in Hartselle. And so we worked out of that office, and we didn't have the internet. We had dial-up AOL.
And you think VPN is bad?
Sometimes. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
We had to dial into the server here, and it would take sometimes 20 minutes to just pull up an email.
We started out by doing business development locally, and we stayed up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and we would bake cookies.
Because we had no money for marketing.
We had no money for marketing. And we took the cookies to our customers during the next day, because you know they would go bad, they would be fresh. So we would do that, and they loved it.
I take pride in being a part of an organization that extends itself beyond the work dynamic, meaning I feel prideful in knowing outside of work that I'm a part of Moseley. Even more personal for me, I take pride in the fact that I have an opportunity that my grandfather and my dad didn't, which is working for a minority organization, and also working for a leader in Mr. Moseley that epitomizes what I think a man should be and what a man should strive to be in his professional and personal life.
When you first meet Jerry, you know exactly why people want to work for him, why people have worked for him. What's made me so comfortable of my decision to come work here. Jerry is going to instantly have a connection with you. He is going to be one of the calmest spirits that you'll ever meet and one of the most genuine people. It's very easy within 1 minute of meeting him to understand why Moseley is celebrating 25 years and will celebrate another 25 years.
Jerry's always been a very kind-hearted man, and he doesn't fly off the handle, and he doesn't make harsh, rash decisions quickly. You know, he's very calm and level, and it definitely makes you stop and realize that humble side of him makes you want to be humble. He definitely is very encouraging to all of us. You stop and you want to get upset about something, you think, you know what, that is absolutely not the way Jerry would handle us if we had done something. So we have to stop and look at that. And so when we're dealing with customers or dealing with our employees, we definitely remember that.
When they were first getting started, when they would get a call too late at night for a design engineer, Jerry would go the next day, because Jerry can do that. And so he would work that job when they couldn't fill it to keep the customers going and happy. That's just amazing.
The fact that we still send around cards for almost everyone we can when there's a sickness or a death, or including the birthdays, and send to people's families, that's huge. And I can't talk about my mom or I'll start crying, but everything that was done for her and the prayers when she started going through her treatments for cancer were just, it's huge. And you know that it's genuine and heartfelt.
I've seen and met a lot of people to come and go within the company, and saw kids grow up, and people having babies and weddings and, you know, birthday parties. It's just a lot of stuff that goes on that actually is family based to me, you know, things you would see within your family, your biological family. So to me, it's just like a second family.
We had just a few offices, and to see us grow and where we are today is, I feel lucky to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's like blessed to be able to watch the growth and to be a part of the whole growth and see things, how they've evolved.
And nobody deserves it more than Jerry.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's one of the most awesome bosses I've ever had.
and I think that just the success of Moseley just goes to show his character, and you know how he's been able to grow this company and still stay true to his values and the way that he, you know, his beliefs.
And how much he cares about his employees.
I think that Moseley does a really good job of setting itself apart from the industry. I think who we are, how we do things is a lot different than any staffing company that you hear about. There was a time that I went to a meeting for one of our customers, and they were talking about the new contract that we were going into. And Renee and I were there, and we walk in this room, and there's probably 100 other people in the room from other staffing agencies. And I turned to her and I'm like, this is a Shark Tank. And that's how it really felt. It felt like no one really cared about the customer and the employees. It was all about the money. It was all about getting the win, which is great. I'm a very competitive person, so I understand that side. But it's not the heart of Moseley. I think the heart of Moseley is truly to change people's lives, to let people meet. Let us be the middleman for a customer and an employee to meet, and then help them with their careers. And so it's almost, it made me proud to sit there and say we're not like these other people. It almost gives you confidence, and you know, I don't have to play the game. I don't have to schmooze everybody in this room. The customer knows that we value them. They know that we care about them and want to do a good job, and that's what truly sets us apart.
The difference between Moseley and other places of work is their motivation for success. Moseley's motivation is to be successful both personally and professionally, and it's less about making a huge profit and more about being the best you can be and serving your customers to the best of your ability.
Well, when I first started here, I was at the front as a receptionist for 2 weeks, and then I never left. I came to work for 2 weeks to do a person's, they were on leave, and I never left.
To have the support and the leadership that we have at Moseley, I can truly tell a difference, and I know that they completely support me, not only in my career development, but in my personal life as well. And that's something that I'm truly thankful for, and it's one of the things that I love most about Moseley.
One of my favorite traditions about Moseley is Donut Friday. When I was a kid, I can remember Friday night he would bring the extra donuts home. So really, Donut Friday was more like Donut Saturday for me before I started working here. And it's just nice to see that he's carried on that tradition. And even like on days when he's not here, I've noticed that other people will bring the donuts. So I think he's made it into a tradition that not only he upholds, but everybody does, because you know, we all enjoy donuts. I think it's something we look forward to. So Casual Fridays and Donut Fridays.
A few years ago, we decided to go public with our faith. We would pray that God would open doors that we were supposed to go through, and that he would close doors that we were not supposed to go through. And we put on the wall that our purpose was to glorify God in everything we say and do. And that is my proudest moment here, is that on the wall. I know that everybody that comes in our office knows what we stand for, without a shadow of a doubt.
I attribute Moseley's success to putting God first, hard work, determination, and having a great team. I believe if you surround yourself with like-minded people and couple that with providing great customer service, that's the recipe for success. Can't say enough about our team. As I always say, it takes all of us to run the Moseley machine.